Okay, it's choppy. Gonna fix that. Baby, is it the sky? Baby, I think it's alright. All right. Looks fine. Baby, I think it's alright. Alright, let go. Ugh. Let's do the thing. Good morning. Hello. Alright, so this was the last piece that I mostly finished. I think I ended up putting something on here to try to get it workable, but I like how it turned out for now, so we're just going to leave it. This book, this particular book, let's see, not very many pages that I need to worry about still. What's that? So I still have a little Yupo if I decide to use that. I took the other one out, so I may take that one out too. It just depends. I was gonna do more on this one, but I kind of like it how it is. I might go back and actually like write on it. So this page is blank. This is technically blank because I haven't done the art part of it yet. This is blank. This side isn't though, so. I need to figure out what to do with these stickers. I really like this one. Maybe, I think this one glows in the dark too. I think I might put this one on my my bullet journal. But my problem is, my thing about journals is once I use one, like I never want to use a new one. So like I'm going to end up probably pulling everything out of this one to put the new one in here. But this might be nice just to put on the back of this or something. I don't know. I'm really bad about stickers. I kind of hoard them and don't use them. And that becomes a problem like later on. So I'm just trying to like look for blank pages. I kind of want to finish this one out. This one's blank. I could do this one. Be nice to work on some black gesso. This one's technically blank, but I need to put something underneath this vellum piece. This page is blank. This one's blank. This is nice and thick, actually. Hold on, wait, there. This page is nice and thick. I could do this one. Yeah, let's work on that one. And then I'll put the new one away. So I need to get photos and scans of like several of these pages that I haven't worked on. So like I've got a scan of this one and it keeps sticking together. Like it's gonna forever stick together. So it's just the way it is now. So that's like one photo I gotta take. All these ones with little tabs on them. So I did tabs on the ones that I'm still working on. So, or the ones that were finished. Yeah, the ones that were finished, I put little tabs on. That one's not finished, so that doesn't make sense. Maybe I just put ones on stuff I'd done. Okay, so this one's gonna get a little tab on it. So some of these, this one has writing on it, but you can barely tell. Some of these I did, let's see, writing, let's do, I kind of want a dark tape for this, because I like stuff in this book to be darker than my other stuff. Just use this. This is like my go-to whatever tape. Oh, looks like I lost broadcast. That's cool. Which means my OBS will go out in a second too. So I have to switch my internet. It's pretty much, well, maybe not the internet, but like my connection is like kind of fucky, but I think it might actually be, we figured out that it might be our router. So there's a tab, and then there's a tab. So this is done on both sides. They make these little page markers. I think I'm gonna get some from AliExpress. They are little metal page markers that you can like stick on things to like, kind of like this, but they come off. This one is mostly done. I actually wanted to make, so this is one I was going to add one of the art tiles to. Where are they? Got a bag full of them somewhere. This one already has a little tab, so it's fine. Hey Libra, how are you doing? Just marking some of these so it makes it easier. This still has a ton of blank pages in it because this is worked on not that long ago. Can we just stay signed in? I'm stressed out, but I'm okay. Okay, the little robot one is still here. let me do the tabs this way. I was doing them like that before. I don't want to really put the art. Hey, Grim Squeaker, thanks. I'm just working on my art journal a little bit. Right now I'm just trying to go through and mark the pages I've done. If there's empty ones, so there's no empty ones here. So let me just take that off. I don't know. This is... like some of these are done on both sides, so it's fine. This one's done. My sister is doing okay. My mom keeps like having like a breakdown like every few days and like freaking out about my sister being here. She thinks I'm gonna turn my sister against her or whatever. She doesn't realize that like my sister has like got tired of her shit a long time ago. Oh, you like this one? This one is on, I haven't scanned it yet, but it's on my, I think I put it on my Instagram. It's on my Imager album too. But I've been teaching my sister how to swim. We've been going swimming. Okay, that one has a tab. So we'll probably go swimming again today. But we've only been going for a couple of hours because obviously I've got a little bit of sun, but my skin, I'm not supposed to be in the sun with my meds, even though like I can get really tan. I'm just not supposed to do that. It's not a super good idea. Oh, I see. But yeah, my Instagram has been, I haven't posted a lot of stuff on there, but I've been posting semi-regularly, I guess. If the stream goes off, I'm still here. I'm not actually leaving until I say bye, so sorry if I lose it. It's actually, we think it's a router issue. I'm definitely getting those little page things. So it should be these are just page markers. I'm trying to find them. Just little paper clips even. 5 p.m. That sucks. I've been, like, my stress has been really bad. So I've been getting off work and just basically essentially dying. Like, just sleeping. Alright, so these pages are done. So what I'm gonna do is, they make these little tiny, I'm just gonna order some from like AliExpress. They make these little tiny paper clips. That's not gonna stick to that. Let's do it on this side. There's like some I got in a kit, but they're like super tiny, so they don't take much space, so that I can like do just like kind of mark them, the ones that are done, and then I don't have to worry about sticking stuff to them. The truth is, I could probably... No. Not you. I could probably make some more of these and use these, like my own paperclip things that I made, I guess. That reminds me, I still have, well, so let me backtrack a little bit. There's stuff going on with my family. I recently took my sister in because I found out that my mom was essentially neglecting her, but I mean, there's more to it than that. But basically, she wasn't taking care of her, so the way she should be, and so my sister's staying with me now. But the stress part of it has been really bad because my mom is not, like, she was staying in a hospital for a while, and now she's out, and she's not handling my sister being with me very well because she expected to just, like, have my sister back. And so, like, every day there's, like, some kind of stress or drama, and she really needs to, like, go somewhere and get some help, and she's not doing that, and instead she's just, like, attacking me, essentially every day. And so what's been happening is, well, it's stressing my sister out, it's stressing me out. And I'm at the point now, whenever I go to sleep, I'm just having stress dreams. Like, that's, and so I fall asleep and I have these terrible stress dreams that are, like, probably raising my blood pressure, and I'm not sleeping very well. So that's what that is. It's also, like, a change in schedule because I'm taking my sister to school. Well, my boyfriend's actually been taking her to school, but these past couple of days, but, like, she goes to school. It's about an hour away from my house. So, we've been, you know, taking her to school and then bringing her back. And I mean, I had no problem with that. We're working on it, but, it's messed with my schedule quite a bit. So normally, like what had been happening as I was taking her, let me bend that a little so it doesn't fuck the thing up. There we go. Yeah, it's not so much the drive that's the problem. It's just normally, like, when I get off work, I kind of decompress by, like, doing art and stuff. So, yeah. Instead, I'm, you know, taking her to school and then coming back, and that's, like, you know, 2 hours right there of my day. And so when I get back, I'm usually laying down. Because, like, that's the other thing, too, is, like, some of the stuff, no, the place didn't get clean. We'll get into that. So that's part of the stress, too, is the situation with my mom's house. But, yeah, this is better. I like this better. Don't you? Like this as, like, these little paper clips to, like, mark the pages that are done so I can find them. Like, it makes it super easy. And then I can take this tape off of them. So, essentially, it's fine. It's just an adjustment period, and, like, so there's more to it. So, Brian and I have both had the same jobs for a long time, and I work nights, and he works during the day. But as of Tuesday, he actually lost his job, which didn't come as a super shock to him. Because the company's been doing all sorts of, like, stuff, like, you know, how they bring in, like, efficiency experts and they do this, that, and they make you, like, you know, they made him, like, document all of his procedures and things like that. And so eventually, like, it was pretty obvious what was going on. But he thought he would keep his job because he's literally, like, him and one other person are the only people that can do this job. And if they fuck it up, they're going to lose millions of dollars. Like, it's going to be a big deal if, like, people, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but, like, so, like, I work in customer service, right? And if somebody emails, I mean, I might do a lot of stuff, but part of it is customer service. But if somebody emails and, like, I piss them off, I'm losing one customer. if somebody emails him and he pisses them off, they lose an entire school corporation, like, you know, a few $100,000. So he's been doing his job and he knows the product very well, like the program that they sell. And so if for whatever reason, like the people that they hire aren't good at like dealing with that, they're just going to lose money because like the schools don't like this, like they don't like dealing with this program already. So, because it's hard. And most of the people running it don't know anything about computers. So basically he lost his job, which isn't a huge deal, except for the fact that like we just planned and paid for a trip to Florida because we're going to lose our timeshare time to switch it out if we didn't do that. So we just paid for like, you know, plane tickets and, you know, Universal Studios and all of that shit. Like we just did all that, which again, it's not a super huge deal, except it was a lot of money that we had to spend that, like, we could have, like, held on to, like, you know, kind of deal with the I don't know, whatever, the slip gap or the gap between jobs or whatever. It's not, like I said, it's not a super huge deal, but it's definitely stressful. So I've just been having, like, sleeping problems, basically, is what we're talking. Like, I've been sleeping too much, and my stress level has been really high. That's all. And my dreams have just been like really extra. So I've been using, when I've used this book and I'm getting close to the end pages, I've been using this Posca pen set to kind of like offset the book like that. But in this case, it's on the same side. Oh no, it's not. Good. Okay. All right. And so this I can actually just clip down so it doesn't come up. There. Oops. I smacked my microphone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should name my microphone. I think I want to name it Henry. Seems like a good name for a microphone. Hey, Dudenheim. Anyway, the truth is, like, I'm actually dealing with it fine. Like, I mean, I've had some stressful days, don't get me wrong. But I'm actually doing okay, so I'm not, like, upset. I mean, yeah, like, waking up and, like, having, like, a bunch of, like, angry emails directed at me or whatever, accusing me of, like, turning my sister against my mom and shit like that is, like, super awesome. But, like, it's not shit I haven't been dealing with my whole life, so fuck it. Let's play. Let's fucking fly. So, something interesting happened the other day. When I was 15, I used to be in love with the album Live at the Acropolis by Yanni, which it's essentially like his music. It's kind of interesting because his music was new age music, and by itself it's like not super great. It's like it's good, but it's not like, you know, mind-blowingly good or anything like that. But the Live at the Acropolis album, it takes place, you know, in Greece, right next to the Parthenon. And he basically made it so that they turned this ruins area into, yeah, Yanni. They turned this ruins area like into this massive stage, and he brought all of these amazing musicians, and he wrote extra parts for all of the music that he had written, so that it could basically be, you know, an entire orchestra. And it was amazing. Like, the album was like spectacular. It was really, really good. And yeah, so yes. And so I was on Facebook the other day, and somebody had posted an image of Indianapolis, where I live, downtown. And it was an image of like one of our main theaters. And it was Yanni. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Yanni is in town? Like, I thought it was, at first I thought maybe somebody had saved it from like maybe when he was here before. So I looked it up, and that night it turned out he was here. And not only was he here, it's the 25th anniversary of that show. And they've been touring to promote this, I guess. And so I was like, I was thinking about going and thinking about going. And I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just fucking do it. So I went to I went downtown to get my sister from school, and then we went to the box office, and we decided to get tickets, and we went. And it was really cool. He had a bunch of musicians. He didn't have a full orchestra, but he definitely had a bunch of musicians. There were 2 cellos, 3 violins, a couple horns. He had a bass player, a couple percussionists. And actually, one of the percussionists was one of the ones from the original, actually at the Acropolis. So it was really like awesome to be able to like hear that music live and actually see Yanni perform. And I was like, this is like the dorkiest thing I'd done in a really long time. It's part of what's prompting like today's thing, is I kind of wanted to get into that a little bit. But it was really cool because I like, never in my wildest dreams would I have thought, like when I was a kid, that I would actually be able to see that performed live. Maybe because, I don't know, it's just something that like, it's especially funny because I took my sister to a Turkish restaurant like 2 days before that, and they happened to be playing that album. And I was like, I know this album. And I was telling her about it, and she couldn't really hear it because you know how it is in restaurants when you can hardly hear stuff. But I was just like singing along with it, and I was like, man, this is like so good. And like it's still really good. It like really holds up. And like, so I was able to take my sister to that, and I thought it was so cool because like at first I didn't think she would like it, but she seemed to really get into it. So that was awesome. And it was just like, it's interesting because I remember so few like happy things from that time. Whereas like so many people like are the opposite, like they remember like happy stuff that happened to them, but I have the opposite problem because I don't remember hardly anything. And when I do remember something, it's usually something bad. But that's definitely like some of the best memories I had was like definitely listening, you know, with all the other band nerds to that album and just like being totally in love with it and listening to it constantly. So I'm just doing a light coat of gesso just for something different. Well, not different, the same as I usually do, but I'm going to go over this tape and then I'll pull it up in a minute, but I'm going to do some ink as well. But my journal entry today, I wanted it to be about nostalgia and how like nostalgia is kind of like poison. When it, like we get nostalgic for things that are, I don't know, good for, I don't know. We get nostalgic about things that may have not even been true. So like, for example, you know, I talked about Yanni and like how like that stuff made me feel. I do remember that. So that's actually like a real thing, but like I don't have nostalgia for like practices and thought processes that I had when I was younger, you know. Oh, that's cool. It's also funny because I had a similar experience last year when I was able to see Tears for Fears. And that's like another band I thought I would never, ever be able to see. You know, another group that I thought that, you know, because even like when I was younger, they were broken up. So like that was, you know, they had been broken up for a long time. Yeah, I think there was another band that I saw that I never thought I'd be able to see live too, and that was Placebo. Only because they like don't fucking tour. But I was able to see them when they came through Chicago, which was like I think one of like 2 or 3 places they even came in the US. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I love Queen. I don't like cover bands or tribute bands, generally speaking, but I do like, I like Queen. I probably would, I don't know if I would see that. Oh God, I love Placebo so much. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I understand it, but I think it's probably just the fact that I played in cover bands for so long. Now, I've seen Prince. I actually saw Prince twice. No, I saw Prince once. Why did I think I saw him twice? No, because I saw Smashing Pumpkins twice. Yeah, I saw Prince. Which tour was that? It was still when he was touring as The Sign. So sometimes when I'm making these pages, I like them to mirror the page a little bit that's next to them in some ways. But in this case, I'm probably gonna like get away from that a little bit. Although I did kind of like how this one turned out. This one's got some 3D pen, and I actually need to get out my 3D pen. Gosh, I love these tiny stickers, and I want all of them. Now, I saw a Prince cover band when I was in Vegas, and it wasn't bad. It was a Vegas show, and it was, you know how Vegas is. And it wasn't bad. I just, and the guy played guitar and he sang, so I did appreciate that, like, he was doing all the stuff and dancing and, like, actually performing, as a tribute. It was weird because, his voice was fine and, his guitar playing was pretty good. I don't know. It's just weird to me, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna buy these kitty cats. I'm a kitty cat. And a dance, and a dance. Do 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 do. That's cool. That there was video. Dividing line. All right, so now this is probably dry enough to remove this part. I still have been drawing and stuff. It's just been, I've been doing like little doodles and things. I've been trying to work on like some summary stuff, little doodles to put into my journal. And I wanted to like do them ahead of time so that I could, I don't know, figure out how I wanted to do it. Which is not like me at all, to be honest. Right, so I will do a little bit of this friend here. Let's pull that. This is fine. Alrighty. Yeah, I gotta draw every day. Draw every day. One art every day. One art every day. If I don't do it, I know I will have a bad day. I know that day will be stressful. I know I will not have all my spoons. 100% necessary for me to keep making art every day. Or I will not be a healthy person. Unfortunately, that's just part of my reality. Even if it's just doodling or sketching or working in my bullet journal. It's one of the only thing I can do to regain spoons that isn't like, you know, things just going right. You know, you can't force things to go right, but I can definitely make my day go a little better if I make some art. Because it's something I have a modicum of control over. And you would not believe how therapeutic that is, to be able to have a tiny bit of control over something. Hey Bernie, how you doing? Alright, let's start with that. Hello, these little flies came in with some fruit I got, and I've been fighting them for a little while now. I got rid of all the onions that were old. Various other things. Pencil to paper, man. You know, the weird thing is, like, as artists, we all tend to get stressed out about different things, and we decide that we aren't good enough, and we decide that whatever we're working on isn't good enough. Like, there's a reason that they're called sketchbooks. Like, sketchbooks don't have to be for everybody else. It can be for you. It can be personal, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And like, that's the thing that a lot of people miss about art, is that everything that you work on isn't going to be a masterpiece. You know, everything that you work on, you aren't going to be happy with. And that's okay. That's why you keep working at it. And you don't have to, you know, you may never have to show your sketchbook to somebody. You may never have to show any of your art to somebody, as long as it's making you happy and you're doing something. And if it's not making you happy, maybe you do something else. Like, you know, I know that for a long time, I tried to force myself into certain styles or certain, like, ways of doing things that just weren't working for me and made me unhappy. The way I thought my art should be. And it like, all it did was make me feel like I couldn't make art. And I mean, obviously there's ways to get better at everything, but you don't have to, you know, put yourself in a situation where you're unhappy with it just because you think that it should be something else. Because that's the rest of life, man. That's what the rest of life is for, is like, be unhappy because you can't fix something. Art shouldn't be like that. Art should be representative of who you are right then, not in, you know, what you're doing, what you're trying to do. It doesn't have to be, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be good. It just has to get made. And me, I'll tell you this just about every day. I don't like anything I'm making almost ever until it's close to done. I've said that I don't know how many times. I'm never happy with anything until I'm almost finished with it. And then that's when I know that I'm almost done, is when I like it. When I start to like it. This is really bad for this marker, I'm sure. And especially stuff like this, like my journal stuff. This I share it, but this is personal. Like, I could make this and never show it to anybody, and I would be fine with that, because it's a journal entry. It's technically for me. But I share it because I like to be able to show people this process of sometimes being able to just, even if I don't have a solid thought of what I want the page to be about, because that's a lot of times I don't have any idea what I want it to be about. And sometimes my, you know, my thought process of what I do want it to be about doesn't match up, you know, with what I end up with. And that's fine too. But the whole point is that about doing this is that it's a process of just thinking about what you're thinking about. Like, that's all. Like, just me talking about it and thinking about it, that is the journal entry. Like, what I talked about earlier, like the stuff with my, you know, seeing Yanni and my, you know, and my stuff with my mom and my sister and, you know, bad times when I was a kid. Like, all of that, I'll remember when I look at this page. Even if this page doesn't reflect exactly what I'm trying to get down, it doesn't matter because I'll remember what I talked about that day. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. But that's just how my mind works, so. All right. Put it right in that gesso. And I know that everybody is different when it comes to memory. Like, I get that. That's also a thing. It's totally valid. Since my memory stuff is so bad anyway, this is better for me in the long run. All right, is that enough for it to calm down? Nah, I'll wait a little bit longer. For the pull, I'll give it a pull. The other thing too is art creates a mood. And that's like one of the reasons that I make art, like when I watch television and movies and stuff, is just because I can remember what things were about. Because as I draw like certain things like lines and circles and things, I can remember what I was watching or what I was doing. Let's see, how about some ink? No, not ink. Let's do, actually, yes, ink. I haven't used this ink in a while. Let me grab some. Get. You never got to what age? I don't know what you mean. All right, let's grab a little of this to play. Hopefully I get some of the pearlescent stuff. I'm going to leave it in the pipette for a second. We are the pipettes and Belinda can't find the things to put the ink in. There it is. So I made, yeah, drawing in a sketchbook doesn't require you to be in your workspace though, is the thing. Like, you can draw in a sketchbook anywhere. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody has these arbitrary rules about what they have to like, work on art. I can't work on art if I do this or that, or this or that, or this or that, unless I have this or that, or this or that, or this or that. And like, that's just, those are just excuses we tell ourselves. Okay, that's good. All right, let's do some of this ink. Now this ink has a sheen and it also has some like glittery shit in it, but I don't want to, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna blend it in the same way I did with the watercolor and the other ink. Just to deepen it a little, and I'll probably go back over it with some of the black ink, and it'll definitely blend in with that, and that's fine. I just wanted to make it a little bit more teal. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I haven't sang in a while. I really need to get my voice back in shape. I mean, there's not really any reason I'm not doing a band thing right now, but I just feel like I should keep it in shape all the time. Because you never know, like when a fill-in might come up or something. I really need to finish my vlogs. That's like the one thing that I haven't done. And it's mostly because like all this stuff has been going on with my mom that like it's been really hard for me to kind of just sit down and do a vlog, and I just need to do it. Also because my sister is here, and like I thought about doing one with her, like here, just to like kind of, this one really soaks in. That's good. That's cool. All right, how far is this coming through on this side? Is it coming through? It shouldn't be, because I definitely have that gessoed. Okay, good, it's not. Yeah, I love this little thing I made with the pen. Isn't that cool? It turned out perfectly for like that sort of thing. All right, so yeah, I made this with my 3D pen, and it's got sticky stuff on the bottom of it, but it's just for, you know, just to become a little ink, to turn these into an inkwell. All right, let's pull this. I guess I'll go ahead and use the heat gun, even though I really don't want to. I do want to stretch it though, so let's give it a little stretch. I actually have a fan blowing air from the other room in here because it gets so hot in here now. Yeah, I know you said that. Okay. When was the last time you did a stream? That's cool. I don't know how long it's been for me. Probably last week. If I can get like a regular, like figure out what the hell's going on with like stuff, this will get better. So this is alcohol. This is rubbing alcohol. It's going to break up what I just put on there. It's probably hard to see, but it like breaks up the acrylic medium inside of here and the alcohol at the same, and the ink at the same time. It also dries fast, so. Yeah, I haven't been in the mindset for streaming either, but for me, it's like, what's the word? Almost like I feel like that I need to, like I have to. If I don't, then not a necessity. I'm not moving my sister closer. She's going to a very special school that, like, a lot of people drive even further to take their kids to. It's a really good school. I'm gonna get, there's a carpooling thing I'm gonna set her up for. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna... Why not? I'll just add a piece of this paper to it that I have for some reason. All right. I think we're going to be swimming today. After a bit. But I told my sister that she probably needs to like clean up some stuff before we go anywhere because she's got like a lot of stuff to still work on. Dry a little bit more. Do this. Come on. All right, so while this is like that, this is like that, I'm gonna, let's see, try to keep it a little bit flatter by using one of these. There. I need to stretch this paper a little bit. All right, go back with the ink. Going a little bit lighter on the lines. It's covered up, the ends are gone, and we see. All right, let's. Unfortunately, life can be pretty shit sometimes. But the good news is we have each other. We have people sometimes that can help or make it worse. Hey, you! Fuck off. Sometimes I Hey, Lil Stevers. So this is still wet, so I'm trying to get that ink to combine a little bit with the black. That's good. There's always, like, for most people, you know, there's always going to be something shitty going on. Like, always. I mean, and as soon as there isn't, usually life figures out a way to make it shitty. So you have to figure out not necessarily what makes you happy, but just what makes you able to tolerate, like, the shitty stuff. Yeah. All right, let's get this dried. All right, sleep well, Eclipse. Eclipse. This must be my old Bristol paper. I can tell by how it's reacting to being wet. It's a little bit more picky. I have to stretch it. Why aren't they home yet? What are they doing? Why aren't you home yet? She got out of school 2 hours ago. He gun? Oh, yeah. You can use a blow dryer. Now my heat gun is that's a craft one. There are like little bitty ones that don't cost very much money. I'm gonna let that dry. That's actually really pretty. I'm gonna add that to my bag. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's not as dangerous as a hot glue gun, I don't think. But I have it like I don't know. I have one of these hooked to my easel, and there's a hook, so it's open like this, and there's a hook on it, and then on that hook is where I hang the heat gun when I'm not using it, so it's always like out of my way. I'll be right back. Oh man, I love silicone molds. I actually have some silicone molding stuff that is like a kit. Okay, I'm back. Oh, are you looking at my art stuff? Yeah, I have a lot of like, a lot of different stuff up there on my little slideshow. If you want to see, brush hair. I don't have prints. I have hold on. I mean, I do have prints of some. Okay, I have prints of some of them, like, and then I have some that are postcards. Let me send you an album really quick. I think I haven't updated all of these, but I'm gonna make... They're postcards, essentially. So here, I'll show you. So here are all the postcards that I have, okay? I have this postcard, and this is the blue on it, so it's a little different. And I have a big print of this. It's actually a really good print that doesn't have the blue, and it has a little bit more depth. There's this print. There's this one. There's this one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Oh, like blue and purple and stuff? Yeah, me too. This one. I have bigger prints of this one. Like 8x10s, but it's zoomed in a little bit. This one's the black ink test I did. This one. I have bigger prints of this one too. So, if you actually want some of these, I'm going to be sending out Patreon stuff pretty soon. So if you want to just send me a private message, I can send you up to 5 with like 1 stamp. So if you want one, just send me a PM if you're in the US. Send me PM and I can send you some. Just send me your address. Okay. But anyway, here is the rest of the stuff if you want to see it. And then in here, if there are some that you want specifically, you can do, hold on. You can add the link to the picture of the one that you want. Oh. Well. Yeah, I need to send those out. I need to send stuff out. I need to make new things. I need to make new prints. So this is the piece I did the other day. I feel like I want to add more to it. But I did like how it turned out when I was playing with all the watercolors and using my watercolor block. My block. I just want to do some more with it. Because this is not, like, this is like so not my style. And I kind of want to work on it a little bit more. I feel like it's kind of empty. It feels empty. All right, let's do... I'm gonna grab a foam stamp. Grab one of my foam boys. Yeah, I like to support people too. I'm just at the point right now where I've got to watch my money. I haven't told my mom about the stuff with Brian losing his job yet. She seems to think that I'm made of money. She doesn't understand that, like, I have bills that she doesn't know, like, she can't possibly understand, like, how many bills I have. Like, she doesn't pay her bills, so, like, the concept of actual frugality is lost on her. And I don't mean like being cheap, but I mean like actually being frugal and like having to save your money. We got into a big fight about her buying furniture, and I was like, please don't buy any furniture that you don't need right now. And she's like, but I do need this because I'm moving and blah blah blah. And like, essentially, yeah, she bought furniture she didn't need. And I'm like, ooh, it mixed. That's cool. So this has ink on it still, so I'm gonna use it on another like page. Hey, you wanna come in here?
Huh?
How you doing?
My nail broke off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's gone.
Cause she's gone, daddy gone, my nail is gone, gone, daddy gone, my nail is gone. Ooh, that's what, isn't it? GG, BB. Let's put that on here.
I want to lay down for a little bit before we go.
Okay. Well, we can go swimming like all day tomorrow if you want. So don't worry about it too much tonight.
I'm so tired.
But we definitely have a lot of stuff to work on.
Yes.
And Mom is driving me crazy. I just wanted to let you know. Has she been messaging you? Good. She thinks
She
I'm,
almost never messages
she thinks
me.
that I'm turning you against her. And I was like, Mom,
I'm so busy.
I'm like, Mom, the only thing I'm doing is trying to help her and trying to help you. Like, that's it. You know? Like, that's it. Like, I might...
Plus, I was in school most of the time, or I was sleeping.
She doesn't know. But
I missed you.
she thinks that they lost Muffin, and I was like, no, she's just hiding under their thing. The same place that she was when you went over there?
Yeah.
When she was hiding? It's the same place.
And she doesn't like them over there.
Right, I know, but she hasn't come out yet. That's why they haven't been able to get her. She only comes out at night. But she's eating.
I missed you, kitty. Yeah. Aww.
You gonna take him? You gonna take him in the room with you? Woodrow gets all of the attention when my sister's around. He's probably in love with her because she loves him so much. Every time she sees him, she picks him up and cuddles him.
You have a cup with your name on it.
I know. Thank you. Oh, was that in the car?
This was.
Okay.
Yes, I went.
Yeah, this is Brian's. The Hello Kitty one. All right, go take a nap, sleepy face. And I did not put another Band-Aid on Stuart because, like, she's fine. Like, she's okay. I gave him a little bit of food that they could probably use a snack.
Yeah.
They could probably all use some strawberries.
He's so... Ah.
You know, he will lay with you if you, like, if you lay down and you put him on your chest like this and you, like, rub him, he'll stay with you. But you don't sleep like that. You sleep with your face planted into the bed like you're dying. This girl sleeps in the most uncomfortable... Hold on, let me draw it.
So comfortable.
Let me draw it. It's awful.
It's so
And she talks
comfortable.
about, like, missing her pillow when she's not here. Hold up. Where's my sketchbook? Where's my sketchbook?
I also need one.
Go sleep. Have a sleep. Thank you, by the way, for everything, for doing stuff.
Yeah. Your car is clean and stuff.
Hi. Ooh, is that where you guys were?
I messaged you.
Oh, I was. You know me.
Well, I messaged you at Discord because I saw you.
Oh, I haven't checked it again. All right, so this is like this is how she sleeps. Hold up. So hold on.
I have to sleep with my hands on my stomach.
Okay, your hands are not on.
Like, I fall asleep
All right,
with them
okay.
on my stomach.
So here's the bed. All right, here's the bed. Okay, here's the pillows, not on the bed.
I have one pillow on the bed.
Okay, here's her face. Sideways. She's got, so this is like her body. She got leg over here, leg up here. Cat, like, her arm is always like up and around like that, and then her hands under her stomach. I don't even know where this arm goes. Probably
It goes under
like
the
that
pillow.
or up underneath the pillow. Like, I like look over and I'm like, is this leg broken? Like what? Like just got legs. She's got extra leg on the floor. Some feet. Not even on the bed.
It's so comfortable.
And the cats come in and they're like, they're like, where do I fit in here? They can't lay with her because they don't even, she's not even like laying in a position that,
I try to sleep on my like back sometimes, but I don't sleep.
this is the cats trying to like sit with you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right? And then she's like, we take her swimming. She's like, my legs hurt. And your legs while you're sleeping, they're like, we hurt now. Always.
Oh, I went underwater today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you live?
Yeah. I had goggles on.
Were you able to see with the goggles?
Yeah.
Well,
Barely.
could just get you some goggles. But... Go wash your face
Okay.
if you didn't after the pool.
I did.
Okay, with soap. Okay. I just want to make sure you don't end up with a allergic reaction like I get.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is the one. This is the one I decided on, guys. You thought, bitch. All right.
I love you, Woodrow.
I do look at him I see his dumb face every day, all day long. He loves you too. He's a good boy. Huh? He's like, thank you so much, I love it. Rub my tummy. Oh, she makes fun of me all the time. Don't think that she does not make fun of me like constantly. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's true. Well, you know me. I gotta tell the whole story. It can't just be. She's like sleeps with her leg detached from her body. Her neck 360 degrees. Turn around. Hey, Willie. I saw ya sneaking in here. Whoa, I just tasted something in here that tasted like perfume. Did I get something on here? What happened? I just inhaled some soap or something.
I inhaled so much water.
So she went swimming earlier today, so we may not go swimming tonight. We may just like clean stuff. I gotta build some. Oh, I'll be right back. I gotta open some boxes. I'll do a box opening. there was I bought a couple bins. And then, hold on, let me get the rest of the stuff. They were doing a buy one, get one on paper. Okay. So the rest of this stuff is custom frames, or not custom frames, but little shadow box frames. I got a couple of paper pads. This one has whiskey stuff because I love whiskey, and they were $5. So, you know me, I can. Ooh! Shiny, ooh, shiny paper. Shut. Oh, why are these shiny? Lucky you. Okay, that's what it says. I got some paper because I always run out of these colors, and these were like $2.50, I think.
Shrinky dinks.
I got shrinky dinks that are not clear. I got the rough ones that are like easy to like.
Rough and ready.
Yeah. She's a rough and ready. I got some palette paper because this was the only one of their papers that was actually a good deal at buy one get one. The rest of them were garbage because you know how Michael's is. Everything is so fucking expensive. I got these because there were cats somewhere. Did that say whiskers? Whiskey? Lining. Be shiny. Oh. Rock on. Yay.
Me.
Hey, home slice.
That's me when we go swimming.
Hey, home slice. Anyway, this was
should have
summer
pizza
stuff
for
and I
dinner.
thought it was cute. We should. Wait, you had pizza for lunch. Shut
I don't
up.
care.
Kitties. There's the kitties. Strawberries. That's why I got it for you. That's my excuse anyway. I am totes
Me and you.
cereal. Taco pizza so high. Why is that in here? Oh, it's a unicorn. Anyway, like that's like the girliest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Okay, all right. Oh, there's unicorns. Okay, donuts. You like this music? Isn't it really good? Okay. I thought I would cut out some like swimsuit stuff. I don't know. It was $5. Shut.
An apple.
All right. Okay. So that's it. That's those. These are for you. Hold on. These. I thought I got pink ones of these too. Yeah. They're they don't grab your hair.
Okay.
And they don't bend it. I don't know. I got some for me too. Got big ones and little ones. If you want some little ones, if you want some big ones, but they're good for. They were cheap. Okay. Divide and conquer.
8 divided by 2 is 4.
Yeah, but divided by 3, because these are 3. There's actually like 6, and I gave you. There's more in your room right now. I gave you.
Okay.
Did you see them?
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting the paper up. Whoa, these are. Wow. Okay, it's all put up now. I just wanted to get it. There you go. I'm gonna turn the music down because she's gonna take a nap. All right. Okay, we're done. All right, so these are for me. Oh yeah. No wait. I don't know. Whatever. I just need hair ties. I always need them. So I don't know why they sell hair ties at Michael's, but all right, we're back. And it's probably dry by now, so that works. That works out. Distress. Except this is my favorite song on here. All right. Uncle Fester. Mm. 84 sounds great. So I had this concept for my back wall that I would take the Shadowbox frames and like do stuff like cool little art pieces in each one of them, and then like hang them up, but do it diagonally so they're like 9 by 9. I haven't decided yet though, because I actually have some art to hang up there too. Okay. Gonna do some more layers of things to things to things to things. All right, what are we gonna add to this? I need push pins. My hair needs to be cut so bad. It's so long. I keep saying I'm gonna get it cut, and then like I end up using money for like, well, you know, for her mostly, but you know what I mean, just stuff. This is the bad one, so I'm gonna use it. So I like to use the shitty ones when I want it like sketchy. The ones that are all exploded. Craft supplies? What's that? I have, this entire room is full. It's just full. It's all craft supplies, floor to ceiling. All I spend my money on is craft supplies. Oh, no. I meant for her, like, she got a new shoes and summer clothes and, so I think I got her 4 new pair of shoes. She got a pair of slip-on Vans, a pair of like high top or platform Vans. She got some like actual like cross trainer shoes and some slip-on Skechers. So like that's a lot of my money has gone to stuff like that. She got an iPad as well for school. There's also like summer clothes and stuff like that, and organizing stuff for her room, and new bed sheets and things like that. Like, I don't know. I just wanted her to make it so that like even though she's staying here with us, that she has like her own stuff, like that's hers, so that she can like have some sense of like, because like a lot of she like had her own stuff at my mom's house, but like a lot of it was community stuff. So I wanted her to be able to like pick out her own sheets, and I don't know, like I don't know. I feel like stuff like that is important. I don't know if that makes sense, but like when I was her age, I didn't really get to pick anything. Like my dad and mom picked everything for me, you know. I wasn't really allowed to pick my own bed sheets and how my room looked and things. Like I know that my mom let her paint her room whatever color she wanted, and I'm not saying she didn't have stuff at my mom's place, because she definitely did. Yeah, like I don't know, because like she's staying in my house. I don't want her to feel like, here's what it is. She's staying in my guest room, and I don't want her to feel like she's staying in my guest room, if that makes sense. I want her to feel like it's her room. And like I have, you know, sheets that were for guests, not, you know, 15-year-old girl. I'm gonna add a little bit more just so. It's funny because having her around, she has like the same goofy sense of humor that I do. So like, we just spend most of the day trading memes and jokes. Actually need to rinse these out, probably. Yeah, she is. She's here now. She was gonna stay like one more week with the people she was with, but like they had her on a mattress on the floor, and like she was getting bitten by bugs, and she was breaking out like every day from getting like having like really bad like allergic reactions to the bugs and stuff, and like their water. And I just figured it was just time. I think it's just time to have her here. She was gonna be here anyway, so. I'll let this dry a little bit. It's a little bit there. A little bit bright. There, that's better. Scotty, don't come up here. Alright, what am I gonna do? I had a new pen that I haven't tried yet. Where is it? I just like bought it, grabbed one out of there and tossed it in here. So these, I have these like little bitty, this is a crazy little pen. These are like teeny tiny, like, it's like a teeny tiny thing. This is a Pilot High-Tech C is what it's called. It's still techy. Do some little bitty detailies. This came in a pack of 4. I'm gonna try it out. Just to be funsies. Not bad. It's not bad to work with. I don't know if it's waterproof or not, though. If I get a message on Mixer, I wonder if I get an email. I bet I don't. Let me find out. Mixer. Oh, that's nice. Still getting older. I'll use some letters. I've never used these hardly. Last night I was dreaming out loud. California sun was making my eyes dry. skies glow in the dark? That would be awesome. I always want stuff to be glow in the dark, and it never is. So these are white. Those are what, cream colored? Sailing under blue skies. So let's give it a try. We've been dreaming out loud tonight. Oh, come on. Do it again. Dreaming out loud, California sun was making my eyes dry. Keep on dreaming out loud tonight. Dreaming out loud tonight. Hello. Oh, yeah? That sucks. Oh, you like the letters? Yeah, I don't use them very often. I actually have a bunch of different like stamping and letters and things, but I usually end up writing things. I don't always put words that you can actually like see in my journal entries. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Well, you know me, it's probably not going to stay this way necessarily. We'll see what happens. All right. Maybe, I mean, I'm sure you could. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. Have your own ideas? I have a lot of, like, space ideas and things. Maybe make your own. I mean, I don't know why they would have to be that universe necessarily. Yeah, why not? I mean, they don't. I don't know. That's reminds me of a Doctor Who. A Doctor Who creature. See if I can find it. I'll link it. Maybe I can... Is it... It's not a monster, it's just a villain. This was in a few. Here. Ugh. There's that one, and like, there's actually another one. There's a little girl. Let me see if I can find it. It might actually be that one, but I'm not sure. It might be that one. It might be, let's see. It wasn't that one. Where is it? It's gonna drive me nuts now, probably. I'll have to find it. What is that one? Hold on. Da-na-na-na. 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 This one. Here you go. Read about this one. So is that one even in there? It's not in there. Weird. All right, well, I actually really liked that one. It reminds me a little bit of the very first episode. Yeah, I can see your chat in there too. It reminds me of the very first episode of the new Star Trek. Like when they had these, I don't know if you remember that. that one. Or even one of the episodes of the old Star Trek where they had those like little life forms that were, you know, inside of the mining rig. God, I barely remember that. All right, so let's go from here. What else do I want to add? So I actually have a bunch of stuff for this. Let me see if I can find something else. Hey, Ancha. Yeah, I almost missed you with the chat going by. Let's see. What do I got here? I gotta, like, get all my stickers together. You know what? This is actually perfect. Maybe one of these. So today's like theme that I kind of wanted to do was about how nostalgia in some ways can be good, and like, you know, you like to think back to like good times and stuff like that. Everybody likes to do that. The problem, of course, is that when it comes to universal things, what we decide nostalgia is. Yeah, nostalgia is horrible. So here's the thing. There may be a time where you can think back that something was good, but that time may have actually been bad for someone else. So like, there are all these, for example, there are all these people now that are like super crazy racist, and they want things to go back to the way they were, where, you know, you could just be racist all the time, or you could be, you know, shitty to people, or whatever. And like, when you start trying to like go back in time and really like think about nostalgia, it's all bias. So like, there are things you're going to remember that are going to be great for you, but that's going to be your personal bias. And the reality is that we can't even trust our memories half the time, because our memories are not always what really happened. Our memories, I mean, you can ask anybody. That's just it. People are telling people to be that way. People are telling people not to be that way. They are shunning them, and then when they shun them, they go, oh, well, it used to be okay to do this. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's getting back to the point where people are like, oh, it's okay to do this because, well, for example, people in power are doing it. That's what I'm trying to say. So, like, when I talk about nostalgia, I talk about things like where people are like, well, back in my day, we did X thing, and it's not just racism, it's everything. Back in my day, we did this, and back in my day, we did that. And it's like, back in your day isn't a good excuse for anything, because there's a really good chance that back in your day when you did something, you may have been shitty to someone else, and that time may not have been good for everybody. Like, everybody likes to talk about the 50s, and they like to talk about, you know, music and stuff. And it's like, even music is not free from, like, this type of thing. So when you talk about, for example, policy, you know, when we talk about wanting things to be a certain way, because we want to go back to how things were, well, you don't even remember how things were. You remember your personal, like, how you felt about something is how it was. It's a drug. Like, you get high off of it. You think back, and you think back to, like, maybe things that were great for you may not have been great for everybody. Like, people say stuff like, you know, well, high school is the best time of your life. My high school was fucking shit. Are you kidding me? It was awful in my high school. But nostalgia is like a driving force for a lot of people, and it shouldn't be. It should be what it is. If you want to look back and be happy about something that happened to you personally, that's great. But like, you should never be nostalgic for like policies that hurt people. If that makes sense. So essentially that's what this is about. Like, this is like a personal thing for me, and also a social thing. Like, you know, when you look back on something, they call it rose-colored glasses. When you see the past with rose-colored glasses. And most of us do. And that's okay. But rose-colored glasses are a lie. Like, all these people love to make stuff that look vintage, love to make stuff that look like the past. Well, you know, all these things that we do to try to bring back this time that's forgotten or whatever, like, it wasn't great for everybody. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's nice to like think that way, but you have to be realistic sometimes. And I mean, there are people that are just like 100% like, you know, shitty, and they only remember the shitty things. But there are people that like don't realize that, you know, even things like old soap cartons and stuff, even those things were racist. I don't know if you ever saw those, like those old Dove commercials and stuff. Anyway, that's all I was saying. That's all I'm trying to say, is that nostalgia can be good, but for society, it's poison. Remembering the good old days generally is poison for society when you're talking about multiple people. And it's time. There are some things we just need to let go. We need to let go of, and there's always, so there's, in every generation, there is somebody who, you know, there are people that don't like the new generation. So right now, everybody always wants to trash everyone for using phones, using computers for everything. And like, I get that. That can be upsetting for people that maybe that aren't comfortable with that, but that's all it is. It's fear and discomfort. I don't know. The whole thing is kind of, it's a sore spot for me, so. And this is a perfect example. It's like the picture of a pretty woman that turns into a skeleton. If you're talking about that cloth picture where that guy, the Korean guy disappears, that's actually a hoax video. I don't know if that's what you're talking about for sure, but like, I can, part of this is because like I went back and visited a forum the other day that's like, I remember, you know, when I was there, like before like there was stupid drama, like I had a bunch of friends there and like people were pretty chill, I thought. And then like I go back now and it's like, it's actually the same as it was before. And it's really shitty. Like, people are shitty. They're just crappy. They're just like not nice people. And that's fine. Like, whatever. Let me make sure this actually sticks, because I want to glue it, not. Everything gets double coats of gel and stuff and glue and whatever. Actually, this can get a better glue than this. So let's do a little bit of this glue. And obviously there are nice people. Like, there are situations that are like not what I'm talking about, obviously. But I just mean like as a whole. Like for example, we had people finally starting to like be good to each other and, you know, and be like, hey, you know, you shouldn't say that. And now people get mad because there's, you know, nobody likes to be told that they can't say something, and then they get mad. And it's like, okay, maybe you don't like being told you can't say something, but like, why the fuck do you want to say it anyway? Chill the fuck out. Like, you don't have to be racist. You don't have to make that sexist comment. You don't have to be that person. Like, you don't have to do that. And nobody should have to tell you not to be racist. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing that happens. Like, it just shouldn't happen. Like, you shouldn't have to tell somebody that they can't, you know, say slurs. They shouldn't have to be complaining that they can't say what they want to say anymore. It's not even about free speech. It's about, why would you want to say that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you that that's what you want to say? Like, well, we used to be able to say it and it was fine, even blah, blah, blah. It's just, that's kind of like what I'm saying. Nobody took offense to it before. Even my favorite is, even my insert gay, black, whatever friend thinks it's okay. So clearly it must be okay. And it's like, you know what? Your friend probably hates you. They laugh at your jokes because they don't want to be ostracized for not laughing at your jokes. And this isn't something I'm like just started fighting. Like, this has been going on for a while. Obviously, this is something that has been going on for a while for a lot of people, but I've been dealing with trying to talk to people about it for a long time. I don't even want... I'd rather have a friend sent to me than their food. They can come to my house and cook. Anyway, that's where I'm going with that, so... This also has to do with, like, family. Like, we remember bad things, but, like, I was saying how, like, we don't remember... I don't remember a lot of good things, like, when I was younger. But, like, my mom does. Like, my mom remembers, like, the stuff that she thinks... So, for example, I have, like, really bad PTSD, and the stuff that she thinks gave me... the stuff that she thinks gave me PTSD... is not what did. Like, she thinks it's something that didn't happen, but it was actually her. Like, it was her that did it. So, like, I don't know. Thought about using the 3D pen for this, but I didn't want to get it out. It's still in the box because I had to get a new one. I never finished my sister's lamp, but it turned out she had a lamp over at Naomi's. I'm still working on it, though. Let's do this. Give this a little bit of depth, and then I'll go back over it with a brush and blend it down. This probably won't stay white, but this is the only puff paint I have, so... Just to give it a little edge and like a little bit of design. What is your face for, Steve? What's that for? People want to be nostalgic for things like, even in like these photos, like Victorian times, and it's like, in Victorian times it was legal to beat your wife for no reason, and it happened all the time. In fact, women weren't even allowed to vote back then, so like, Like, this is... People forget that, like, things weren't always great. Even like women that didn't know what history was actually like. Or like people that romanticize, like, you know, that do like Renaissance fairs and stuff, and they romanticize like that style of like living, when in reality, you know, most people were slaves and like actually lived like really terrible lives. I don't know. It's romanticizing the past is like probably like, I think one of in general, like one of society's worst problems, because nobody realizes it's toxic, because everybody can only see from their point of view. Like, you know, that everyone that does it usually only sees from their point of view what was happy and what was good. All right, so now I'm just gonna smooth that a little. I want to kind of make it look like it's buried a little bit. I guess I could have used some other stuff for that, but some like, I just wanted to try this because I had it. It's a little bit shiny too, so that'll change things once it's all dried up. I want it to kind of look like it's buried in there. Sorry. I think I'm being too loud for my sister. She's trying to sleep. It's funny, I've had these stickers for a really long time. This is the first one of them I've actually used. Well, the problem is I have my door open because I need the air to come in here because it's hot. I'll be right back. I'm going to get like booze or something. I want to use this moth though. I kind of want to play with it though. Did you get your lemonade?
Yeah, it's okay.
How is it? Back. I'm having a sandwich because I'm starving. You have an appointment next Friday. Your appointment's going to be at, I made it for like 2. So that it doesn't have to be like 8 o'clock in the morning. Because you'll be out of school, so. For like the other ones though, we'll do them, you know, whenever there's some space. Sorry. Yeah, I just made myself a pita with like a ham and cheese pita. What time did you eat lunch? Same as usual? Oh, so a little later.
No. Well,
Oh, that's right. Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?
Getting my hair cut apparently.
Anything else?
Nope. Why?
I'm wondering.
No.
I'm just wondering.
Oh.
why is there a mask?
What mask?
This mask.
Oh, sorry. Because I have things and sometimes they're on my desk. I had to move that to get the makeup thing out for someone.
Tim, tonight,
Yep.
he's asking me about dinner.
We can eat dinner. Together or not together. Did you like pasta? We'll figure it out.
Hi, Brian.
I'm not even in here anymore. Oh, Brian. Damn thing. We can eat here. We'll figure it out.
Did you know that the second video came out?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a minute. Did you watch it already?
No. I was waiting for you.
So, my sister and I need to catch up on internet drama. So I need to stop the stream for a minute. Shut. I'm gonna leave it on though for Camu. This is like super important for nobody but us.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.